Okay.
We are now live. You are now live with Mothership Monday. We're going to start in just a moment, folks.
If I could, oh my god, I can't find Switch. Found it. It's really weird not being able to hear the music.
Oh, wait. I don't think they can hear it.
Oh no, what did you do?
Why, baby Jesus? Why did you betray me?
Uh-oh. Should I just start singing Christmas carols?
Damn it. Okay, whatever. I don't know why. I don't. Damn it.
I don't understand.
You find this funny?
Yeah, I'm just gonna giggle the entire time.
What else is new?
I'm a giggler. Listen, I think that my giggles they're needed. You know, it's like I don't know. It's my it's how people know it's really me. I just giggle.
Wiggles giggle. Oh, what a world! What a world!
How many days out is Christmas? 4?
It's like on Sunday, I think.
Can you believe that?
Which means there's like literally no reason to skip church. It's gonna be a drag.
Listen, I don't go to church. I used to go to church on Christmas and Easter, and then I got called a creaster and was like, I'm done. How dare you?
Yeah, we've heard that story before. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wow, you are salty tonight, sir.
Lainey's like, did you hear the one about how I have issues with the church? Yeah, we've heard that one before, I think.
Listen, you go and enjoy your whatever.
The birth of our Savior, I will.
If that's what you want to call it.
That's exactly what it is.
That's not even on.
That's why I would call it that, because it is. I see you want to start this episode with a fight.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
Oh, you've missed this. I mean, I've missed this.
Now I feel like you're being sarcastic.
Oh my god. No, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something I saw on the internet. On TikTok, this guy invented a sarcasm exclamation mark.
Oh.
And it's 2 dots on the bottom and then a slightly curved one going up. If you can imagine what that symbol is.
No, I don't understand it at all.
It's a dick.
Well, there we go, guys. We're not even into the stream yet, and we've already talked about dicks.
That's what's going on.
It would be us.
I mean, it's Christmas. It's Christmas dick, so it's okay.
It's totally Christmas dicks. Wow.
We're talking about Krampus. We're talking about. Oh wait. Krampus. We're talking about aliens.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
We're talking about just Christmas. That's right. Best of all holidays. I'm sorry, I'm taken by the magic.
Are we like
goodies.
The goodies of Christmas? What?
Wait, hold on, I gotta see something.
What are we looking at?
I'm working on the music situation.
Oh. Well, we have Nigel in the house. Hello, Nigel. Good evening. Can you hear the music? Jolene! Hello, love.
Audience, do you hear music? Is the audience here?
I don't know if the audience hears us.
Someone says no music. Damn it. What is the problem?
Well, thank God it's not me this time.
You know what? Why did I fucking... It's not fair. We can't have Christmas without music.
Roasting on an open fire.
Wait. Can you hear it now?
How about now? No. So sorry, guys. We are having some technical
Nigel says
difficulties.
no music, but Lainey's voice is enough for me. That is so
Nigel.
sweet.
Don't make me blush.
I am grossed out right now. Wouldn't you two get a room?
And then Shellen says, Lainey, it's great to hear your voice. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm here all week. Just wait.
You know what's really annoying me? I didn't change anything about my...
Oh. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Oh God, this is good.
Yuletide carols being sung by a choir.
What's funny is I can hear the Christmas music that's not playing for the audience, so you're just singing all out of tune to that background music. It's in my perception.
Wait, is it the actual song that I'm singing? Because that was
No, not at all. Oh man. Bummer indeed.
It is a bummer. I could probably hook up my speaker and try to play some Christmas music out of that.
Yeah, no, if that's your thing right now, because I don't.
Play some Christmas music out of that. Oh.
If you're willing to do that, I would love it, because it's bumming me out that I have this beautiful Christmas lo-fi playing and no one can hear, and I don't know why.
Only thing is that I would lose the chat in YouTube, unfortunately.
Of course. It's okay.
Okay.
No, you don't have to go for it like that. It's all good.
Okay.
I mean, Christmas is ruined though.
God damn, ruining Christmas.
Chat, let me ask the chat. Am I too obsessed with this whole Christmas music thing? Should I just move on? Rogue Radio says the audio is crackling. No, just on Lainey's side.
Shocker there. Why didn't you tell me?
Who was listening to an audiobook called Raising Stony Mayhall. Welcome in, Demon Omega and Rogue Radio. Nigel, of course. And we have Shellin Iceboxer, my man. Oh, where did she go? She left. Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Am I still crackling?
No, it's gone, actually.
You know, it's the magical Laneyisms.
You're like, second. What about now? Can you hear it now?
Oh my goodness. No.
I should just end the stream right now.
No, don't you dare end the stream unless the only reason that we can end this stream is that if we promise to come back on with music.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know what's wrong.
All right, hold on, time out.
You know what? It's not important.
Well, it's that important to you, Mantis. So let's get the music going, okay?
The stream's already ruined because we're talking about this on stream. So
the stream
we're already lost any level of respectability or professionalism. So we might as well just go on now.
I mean, I feel like we haven't lost any respect. No, people, they're loving this. That, you know, it's it wouldn't be a Mothership Monday without one technical difficulty.
Yeah, it would not be streaming if there weren't technical difficulties.
Well, there you go. But it always does tend to be, you know, Mothership Monday gets fucked up royally with all of the technical.
Okay, listen here. I don't think Mothership Monday is ever fucked up royally. I don't know why you're going so ham on this.
Because I want to.
Animal. Oh, wait, what? Oh.
I think he figured it out.
No, I don't know what I'm doing, actually.
Oh. He didn't figure it out.
I didn't figure shit out. Everyone sit your asses down.
How is everyone this evening? I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you're enjoying our shenanigans. Oh boy. Are you okay over there? Is everybody okay? How's everybody doing? Because I don't know what's happening right now.
We're going to start in just 1 sec.
Okay.
I've either figured it out or I've ruined everything. Oh, man.
Oh, you couldn't ruin anything.
Oh, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. I don't believe a word you're saying. Because you've accused me of ruining many things.
Excuse you?
In your life.
Wow. Wow.
You ruined everything, Mantis.
That's hurtful, but sure.
It's good. I mean, it's great to be back, as they say.
You kind of deserved it.
Okay, guys, almost there, and we're gonna have an amazing Mothership Monday. Let's see what's going on. Okay, ready?
I was born ready. Let's do this.
Do you hear that?
I really want to tell you yes, but no.
Do this. You hear nothing?
You hear that? I hear what the front door.
God damn it! Why can I hear it? Okay, you know what? Forget it. Let's just start the episode.
Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mothership Monday.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe, or whatever.
Like, share, subscribe. Please, send Christmas spirit, because I think we both need it. Anyhow, we're so happy to be back. I'm here with the lovely Fat Mantis and, of course, Lainey. And it's gonna be a great show. We're gonna do this once Mantis stops worrying about the music.
Welcome to another Mothership Monday. Hope you're all having a lovely holiday season. I am living the dream. I want to say that. Of course, the slight technical problem is driving me nuts. And I want to strangle someone. But what else is new? So we're here for Mothership Monday, and we're going to be talking about all things scary, spooky, paranormal, and just plain depraved in the age of Christmas. Now, before we go any further, the Fat Mantis and Lainey would love it If you like this video, subscribe to this channel, ring that notification bell, and if you really, 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 really love us and adore us, feel free to send us a little tip on the cash apps that are up on the screen. Nothing says Merry Christmas or a ho ho ho.
Don't forget the ho ho ho.
Ho 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 ho. That's how I live my life. So how's your Christmas season going?
Christmas season is going great. I've already celebrated. What
do you mean you've already celebrated? What the hell does that mean?
Yeah. So basically, my entire family said, yeah, we've got too much to do, so we're celebrating Christmas on the 10th. So we've already celebrated Christmas about a week ago. And it was a lovely, weird, interesting, emotional time.
I finally understand why you are the way you are.
Does anybody truly understand the reasons that I am the way that I am?
No, but what I'm saying is...
Oh, you mean this Christmas holiday?
No, I'm just saying, like, what kind of family does that? No offense, I'm judging you.
Don't judge me, judge my family.
Yeah, I'm judging the way you were raised.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to get into everything that's going on in my life, but it has been kind of a crapshoot these past few months. And I guess that the most important thing was that everybody got to celebrate when they wanted to celebrate, and I kind of took a step to the back burner.
Well, I'm sorry that you had like such a crappy, you're having a crappy season. I'm not having the best season. I'm exhausted. I'm sick of everybody. I daydream about strangling people out 5 or 6 times a day. I did some last minute shopping today, 2 days in a row. Today I was like going to lose it.
Well, I mean, the people don't ever help this time of year. I think that, you know, the workers are crabby. The people around you are pushing you and shoving you, and they want to be to the front of the line, and everybody's in a rush and got somewhere to be. And humanity sucks. So
they really do.
Merry Christmas, guys. Are you okay over there?
Oh, wait. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hold on.
Anywho, guys, if you're in the chat, say hello. What has been going on in your holiday seasons? I hope it's going well. Did you get any last minute shopping done? I have one more person to shop for.
Do you hear that?
No.
Go on.
Oh, okay. So Nigel here says, okay, here we go. I literally just finished watching Miracle on 34th Street original and remake for the first time in my life. Awesome movie, but it's Fat Mantis and Lainey time. Hell yeah, Nigel. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate that. It is Fat Mantis and Lainey time, which, you know, we're just missing the Fat Mantis at the moment, but that's okay. Oh, yay! We got music!
I can finally mellow out. I can finally mellow out. Oh my goodness. I want to apologize to everyone. Yeah. I'm not normally so unprofessional. I usually have my ducks in a row. We've got some Christmas music. Is it too loud? Okay.
I think that he was just nervous coming back on live with me.
It's been too long, hasn't it?
It has been way too long. We took about a month hiatus?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was a little longer. But who's counting? What does it matter? Well, we need to count the lovely times we have together, then apart.
Aww, now see look who's sweet now.
Merry Christmas, Lainey. I'm sorry, I'm hard to deal with.
No, you're not hard to deal with. You're not. At all.
Well, thank you. I hear the music Mantis says, Nigel, hell yeah, I've been watching Christmas horror movies, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Me too, I finally saw The Mean One today. I don't know if I've seen The Mean One.
I haven't seen the mean one. Honestly, I hate to say it, I haven't even seen Krampus. I think because, like, I really am a big Christmas person, and I didn't want Krampus to ruin it for me.
I think he enhances the holiday. Well, and actually, this is a great segue, right?
Why do you think I did it?
So, Lainey, we're talking about all things paranormal, supernatural, or just interesting about Christmas.
Correct.
That mainstreamers won't talk about. Would you like to tell us about Krampus?
Do I want to tell you about Krampus? I would love to tell you about Krampus.
Hell yeah.
So Krampus actually came from, why do I always want to say this name wrong? Bavaria?
Yeah, that's correct.
Bavaria. Yeah, Bavarian. Yeah. That's the only way I remember it. Anywho. Saw Krampus for the first time 2 days ago. It's I mean, listen, like I said, I haven't seen it. I probably will watch it, especially after tonight's episode. But the interesting thing about Krampus is that he really wasn't the original Santa Claus or Santa. Yeah, Santa Claus. There was always a Santa Claus that was behind him, but he was depicted as the nice person, the nice, part of Christmas, and then Krampus came in and he was like, if you were naughty, he's gonna come down your chimney and basically kill you.
Knock knock.
Right, but I would say,
liking that script I sent?
Yeah, I'm loving the detail.
Right?
And we're gonna take a short commercial break.
I would say that basically Americans, while developing the holiday of Christmas, took the nice, whatever parts they liked from various different traditions. There's a bunch of people who are like, Christmas is really Saturnalia. Sort of, kind of, but not really. It's part of it is Saturnalia, but part of it is other holidays that you find throughout the world. And Americans, being a boiling pot, a mixing pot, we took different things that we wanted into it. And I think because of the puritanical origins of America, people were scared to take,
Krampus.
The bad side of Santa. They liked Santa, jolly fat man, who may be a pedo. I don't know, he's kind of shady sitting on the lap, right? But they didn't want to take the evil dude, right?
Well, yeah, but if you really dive deep into the Santa Claus lore, there's even like people state that he himself is actually Satan.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that's a different lore we'll get into. But so let's talk about Krampus, because Krampus is, a non-Christian invention, non-Christian invention.
Correct. Well, Krampus was basically the demons that would follow Saint Nick. Right,
and so some stories would be that he would, what would he do to the children who are bad?
Eat them.
He would eat them. I love it. I noticed that in basically old pagan traditions, particularly in the West, eating children was a major part of any mythology. They really loved to threaten to eat children. Witches ate children for power. You know what I'm saying? Like trolls would eat children. What is it about eating children that turns these people on?
Well, I mean, I really do think that there's still a lot that makes people want to kill kids for their blood.
Well, remember, it goes back. It's been scientifically proven. I'm into it about the children's blood, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Ken says we need to see a movie about Krampus versus Santa Claus. I fucking love that. That dog will hunt. We don't need to see that crap James Gunn is making. We need to see Krampus versus Santa.
Man, you're really against Avatar, aren't you? Oh, James Gunn. Never mind.
Yeah, James Gunn. Although, have you seen Avatar? I am sort of against it, but I'm not really against it.
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet. I really actually do kind of want to go, and I want to drag you with me.
Okay. Because I'm only going to go if someone drags me. I'm willing to wait for streaming. Like, those blue things kind of scare me. They look like Krampuses.
They're beautiful.
Oh, my God.
I want to be a blue alien. What are you talking about?
No.
Absolutely.
I do not want to be a blue alien.
I don't understand you, sir. But yeah.
So, American Dad said, Krampus is what happens when you are bad, says Nigel. Absolutely. Ken says, what are you getting James Gunn for Christmas?
a gun.
Oh my God! It's gonna be some anthrax. It's a box full of anthrax with a bomb in it. No,
Don't say
I
that.
can't make that joke.
God,
Can I,
you are
on
totally
YouTube?
gonna get. No.
Okay, sorry.
You should probably like.
I mean, it's been said. It's whatever.
It's
No, I
been
take it back. What I
said.
really meant.
Oh my God.
I just want to send them some flaming poop. That's it. Nigel says, but Santa is also La Befana. So it's either the witch or Krampus.
So there's belief that Santa is actually an elf himself. So Santa started out as an elf.
Who actually lived in the Christmas tree.
Who lived in the Christmas tree.
He lived in the Christmas tree. He's super
Correct.
Small. Lived in the Christmas tree with other elves and stuff.
With other elves. And if we all know when we did our fairy, I think, did we do fairies? We did do fairies.
We did fairies. We did the hell out of them.
Well, we did
fairies.
do the hell out of fairies. That's right. So anyway, elves are considered witches or warlocks, or they're not good. It's actually, they're not good at all. Which is why Santa was turned into this, more gigantic, jolly person, who basically, I hate to say it, enslaved the elves, guys. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of evil behind Santa himself.
And so when Nigel was talking about La Befana, that is the Italian tradition. And so she's an old crone.
Mm-hmm.
And she flies around on her witch's broom, and she would deliver the presents to the kids. And you're supposed to leave a little glass of wine and some goodies out for her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she would do evil curses on children who were bad.
Well, that was like the Norse. So Odin himself would ride a 8-legged horse during this time of year, and he would go and bestow gifts upon...
Yes, the Yule Lord was originally Odin.
The Yule Lord was originally Odin. He was the first official Santa Claus, if you would like to call him that. And they do depict him as a big man, white beard, pointy hat. And the 8-legged horse is actually what we now depict as our 8 reindeer.
Oh, right. Oh, wow. That's a good catch on there. I would never made that connection. It's actually interesting. Odin is like, we still tell stories about Odin. Like, that's how big a deal he was back in the day. And so, because Odin had many different names, and what's interesting is in certain parts of the areas, they used to call him Yak.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jack and the Beanstalk, this is interesting, is actually the story of young Odin.
See, now I wouldn't have put that one together.
And that's the story of the first giant he killed when he was like young and stuff.
What would you look at that? See,
and
we
of
learn
course,
something new every day.
And the giants that would live amongst the clouds would later on be the enemies of the Asgardian gods. You would end up having so.
What?
It's fascinating how much Odin is in our world, and we don't even realize it because we give different names to different things. But yeah, so Santa is Odin. It is possible that we talk about Krampus, and I really need to pay for YouTube. We talk about Odin, we talk about La Befana, we talk about Krampus, Black Peter. You know Black Peter.
I know Black
So
Peter.
for those who don't know, Black Peter is Santa's black driver. It was a black man who would chauffeur him around.
Santa.
But in
That's right.
some traditions, Black Peter would put the children in a burlap bag and beat them if they were bad. And so it would seem that Santa has a lot of helpers. And I think a lot of people think that he must move faster than the speed of light to get everyone in the world. But he must have a network of helpers who do it in his name.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, though. Right? I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Sheldon goes, he does have black in his name, though. He does. That's probably where comic book guys got it in the early days of comic books. They loved putting black in front of, black superheroes. Black Panther, Black Goliath.
Oh, you think that's where
lightning.
they got it?
I wouldn't be
Possible.
surprised if it.
Listen, it's super possible. Yeah, I won't knock that.
Fee fi fo fum.
I smell the blood of an Englishman.
An Englishman, yes. Okay, so we've got Krampus. He's demonic looking. He's a monster. He's horns and shit, right?
Correct. He's super demonic looking. They depict him as half goat, half demon, or half man, basically. Satan, basically Satan himself. Which is pretty interesting. And then also, if you think about it, Santa and Satan are they're spelled like.
Okay,
I'm just gonna put that out there. Santa is Satan.
You realize that Santa is the way you say saint in various other languages.
Well, here's the fun fact about that one, though. So Saint Nicholas. Let's bring Saint Nicholas into this. Saint Nicholas was supposed to be the forefather of Santa Claus as we know him today, as well.
He's the Christian version of Santa Claus.
Saint Christopher. Yes, exactly. The Christian version of Santa. Well, the problem is that if you were to ask most churches, Saint Nicholas never existed. And they actually,
he did it. He's a historical character.
Listen,
he is.
I'm just putting out there what I have. I'm not sitting here. I'm not religious, guys. Whoa,
Okay.
let me put that out there one more time, because we all know that Lainey's not. Anyway,
As our initial fight, it was.
yes.
But I will say this: here's what it is. Most churches that I know of will admit when a saint has been made up. And so, for instance, like Valentine's is a made-up saint. Mm-hmm. And they will admit that they're like, Saint Valentine's just represents all the Roman Christian martyrs. It's a story we make up to represent all of them because we can't possibly know who they were. And so they'll admit when somebody's fake. However, there is historical information on Saint Nicholas. Okay, so like he is. It's interesting. Conspiracy theorists love conspiracies that say that history never happened or like something didn't happen. What did I see? The other day I was watching a YouTube video and somebody brought up, do you know what phantom history is?
I would assume that it's probably something that we thought had happened but didn't happen.
So there are some conspiracy theorists that believe that the years between, like I think it's like the years 600 something and 900 something, about 300 years, never happened. And the things historians say happened during that time are made up. And they say that the Holy Roman Emperor at the time wanted to rule during the new millennium, so he told the peasants lies about an existence of time. And so they go on this long tangent about like how it's the church conspiracy. They're like, these historical figures aren't real. Charlemagne isn't real. Those years never existed. We're really living in the world year 17 something. And so I poked a bunch of holes into it already. I was sitting there in my morning with my cup of coffee, and I was like, this doesn't make any sense. But there seems to be a big trend in the conspiracy world to deny things like history.
I don't need a therapist. My dad always said, walk it off. Push through.
I mean, you guys were going to take a short commercial break.
We're gonna skip them. We have to hear the first 5 seconds of every commercial. Sorry, guys.
You only get so many skips, Mantis. I'm just letting you know.
No, you're doing this Spotify. I'm on YouTube.
YouTube, you only get a certain amount of.
I skip every time. No, I got the skips.
Okay, I'll argue with you over religion. I won't. No, I'm just kidding.
The angel says, "Damn, he had a black driver, like the spirit, Ebony White. This is right up there with the peeping in kids, peeping on kids year round. Suspect. He has a lot of weird characteristics, right? That's why I said he may or may not be a pedo.
I mean, I don't think that Santa's a pedo, I think that Santa is definitely, you know, if we were to think about it, would you not say that Santa is like a higher being? Like he's like a deity.
Oh, of course he is. He is. He has. And yeah, at the end of the day, he's Odin in disguise, which is pretty clever to survive Ragnarok. He So for those not in the know, so Ragnarok is not the end of the world, but it's the end of the Asgardian gods. And so people argue that Ragnarok did happen, and it happened when Christianity came around. Because as soon as their followers started worshiping Jesus, they stopped worshiping the Asgardian gods, and as we all know, gods need worshippers.
Well,
and so they shrunk down in power and might possibly perished. And so there are ways for God to still remain worshipped if they disguise themselves as something else.
like Santa Claus.
Like Santa Claus.
Which, if you were to think about it this way as well, there's a big coming forth of worshipers again who are worshiping the old Asgardian gods.
Right. I mean, I still don't think they have the spiritual power to take on Jesus, but all 25 of those Asgardian worshippers are, I don't know if that's enough prayers. Considering they were all probably Satanists last week.
Was that a jab, sir?
No, it wasn't a jab. That's about the fickle nature of people in these weird like side religions. Okay, this is not very ghost-like.
No. Wait, were you trying to play like ghostly Christmas music?
It said ghostly Christmas
Just
music.
play traditional Christmas music or like Victorian Christmas music.
Yeah, no, I got this.
Even between delicate cookies.
What do you know? I can skip again.
Sir?
Okay.
Sir.
So Nigel is pissed off about the Charlemagne thing. I am as well. Charlemagne was like a very cool dude.
I don't know who Charlemagne was.
So you look him up. One of the reasons they didn't think he wasn't like real is that he is accredited with too many things. He was like a philosopher, and he made breakthroughs in medicine, and he was all into astrology, and he learned about the stars, and he did all these things. People were like, no one could be that smart back in like the year 600, and I'm like, yeah, they could.
Absolutely. We're just rotating through history. We've done this before, guys. That's a conspiracy that I will hold very near and dear to my heart. I do believe that we recycle. Anyway.
Nigel says, "Oh, got it now. Not a pedo. Just Odin got the ravens working year round." Yes, and exactly. Is it possible that his ravens are the things that watch the children,
like krampus?
I just know I would never want to run into krampus.
He's terrifying. So I was watching a video early about like basically why they think that Santa is Satan, whatever. And they showed some krampuses. So like he's still very huge in Europe. The Europeans still believe that Krampus is real, that he's a thing. The depictions of this it's gonna haunt my nightmares. Like I'm gonna have a nightmare tonight. It's awful.
Yeah, no, I mean it's pretty gnarly. It's pretty disgusting. I would not want to encounter that thing.
No, not at all. He's scary. Anyway,
but I saw that you were pushing for the talk about Satan, and so let's have this talk right here.
Well, no, you already debunked me, so I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Wait, is that the only thing you had about the whole Satan thing?
No.
Just because the word Santa sounds like Satan, that means that it.
No, Santa is Satan. Satan is Santa. I listen. Can I be honest with you? I lost my notes. I really did study.
Very smoothly.
It's going amazing. It's going amazingly. You couldn't get the music going. I lost my notes. It's fine. It's totally fine.
The evidence, not evidence, but the person who laid this theory out for me, they said there was a it was on YouTube, and they were like, it's a documentary, and I was like, oh, a documentary.
Oh, yeah.
And it was this black dude. Was it the black dude documentary?
No, different documentary. So there's multiple documentaries
And
about
it's
Santa
basically a
being
black
pagan.
dude sitting there, and he's just ranting. And he doesn't submit any evidence. It's just him ranting that Christmas is satanic. But he labeled it as a documentary.
It's not. It's not satanic. It's definitely in my eyes. It's paganism. I mean, if you think about the Yule log was a paganistic tradition where they would burn last year's tree for 12 days, which was where the 12 days of Christmas comes, and it was to appease the ancestors, and they would feed the fire through food and even human and animal sacrifices.
So I want to know what they mean by like pagan, because here's one of the problems when people say something is pagan. If you actually study or look at Christianity, it does all these things that are rituals that actually came from the religions before it. And so if we literally gutted anything that was remotely pagan in it, we'd have to get rid of everything. We'd have to get rid of holy water. There are times we worship water. The act of baptism is the worship of water. However, I think God wants me to worship water. Obviously, God wants me to worship him supremely, but he wants me to acknowledge the beauty of the water he's given me and wants me to love the earth. And so if we have like bunny rabbits and chickens to represent Easter, new life, the springing of life, people are like, that's pagan, but what am I supposed to be doing on Easter?
Because the issue with a lot of Christians is that they see paganism as a almost satanic religion. It was not about God. It was basically about Mother Earth. So you had two deities in paganism. You had God and you had the devil. It's the same. You're basically worshiping the same. God was a woman, the devil was a man.
Well, no, I mean, I do believe that they're all interconnected, and so I mean, even Judeo-Christianity, people hate it when I say it. Bring this up or remind them of it, but it used to be a polytheist religion. Yahweh is a member of a pantheon of multiple gods. And in his own words, he had his followers kill the worshippers of the other ones so that he could be the supreme God. And that's actually the origin of Judaism. And so to even have the origin of God, it is rooted in multiple gods. And so also another thing that I don't understand is when people are like, well, paganism isn't real. And I'm like, but the Bible says that it's real. And they're like, there's only one God. I'm like, so all the people who are worshiping other gods in the ancient world that was make-believe? Like, your religion is real and their religion was make-believe? It doesn't make any sense. And if there is a God in heaven, would he allow them to worship make-believe things? Right? You see what I'm saying here? Like, so there's this fear of like paganism in Christianity. However, much of Christianity is pagan because its roots are in paganism. And so even if you look at the book of Revelations, this is like fast. I know we're off topic right now, but all the villainous guys in the book of Revelations, you can actually find in his original Yahweh's original pantheon. The seven-headed dragon, Lucifer, the four horsemen, all that stuff. Saint Michael were all deities in his original religion. And so it's even referenced right there in the book. If you look at the story of Exodus, when the Jews go out into are lost in the wilderness after they escape Egypt, Moses leaves them and they start making a golden calf. They start melting down all the gold they have. They start making a golden calf, and people are like, "What?" If you read it, people are like, "What is that?" That's a reference to Moloch, and he's the god of fire, strength, but he demanded child sacrifice.
Do you know how he demanded child sacrifice?
Sorry?
They would. Okay, so that's actually really interesting because thank you for bringing up that name because there's also belief that Santa Claus is Moloch.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so basically Moloch, they would how they would how they would do their sacrifices is that they would light a bronze statue of Moloch on fire, bring children that were born that year on December 25th to Moloch and lay the babes in his lap and basically wish for whatever, like abundance, things like crops. Yeah. Yeah.
See what your precious pagans did?
I thought we were just arguing that paganism was not bad. I'm so confused.
No. I wouldn't say that it's not. Yeah, it's not like it's paganism is not blanket statement good or bad.
Right.
Absolutely. But I would just say that I was just arguing that Christianity comes from paganism, and so
100%.
And we're still gonna have rituals that are connected to it, and they're like everything you do, you have to worship God. And so if they did that, then we'd all live like monks, and we wouldn't have music or streaming or colors or, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, Moloch was a bad motherfucker.
Well, he could be.
And so he gives strength, he gives security. He's the god of warmth and fire. I can see why people who were lost in the wilderness would want to resort to worshiping to it. However, look at how evil he was. He wanted children's flesh.
He did.
I didn't know that was something they did in December 25th or around that time. That is scary. Now you got me. That's it. I'm done with Christmas. I'm not gonna worship Christmas anymore because clearly it's Moloch.
Oh my! It's clearly Moloch. But yeah.
So basically, the way you know you're fucking with Moloch is if the symbol of whatever organization, group, activity you're doing is a bull or a cow, it's Moloch. So I'm gonna see if I can find that crazy guy's Christmas is satanic thing.
Do it, please do.
Play it for the audience, see what's going on.
Yeah. No, I love it. I think it's a great idea. I feel like everything I wanted to talk about tonight, you already debunked it. So I
didn't debunk it. So we're going to talk about. That's so funny. I didn't debunk anything though. Nothing has been debunked.
Okay.
Blame.
Did we find it?
I did, and we're gonna play a little bit of it.
It's like you already had it. You knew you were gonna play this, didn't you?
No. But and so this is called Exposed: How Satan Infiltrated Christianity Through Christmas.
What if you were shown that what you believe to be Christmas in your mind is not really what Christmas is in reality? What if I proved to you that Christmas was surreptitiously subjoined to Christianity with the delusive intent to have those that follow Christianity to inadvertently worship Satan?
Oh, Nigel says, pagans made Santa, Odin, the Fauna, Moloch, but they produced Lainey, so the balance is made. They do some good things.
Aw, guys, come on. I'm turning red. Stop.
For empowering demon forces, and you don't even know it. Sounds crazy, right? I know. But nothing is ever what it really seems to be. You see, the problem is you don't ask questions. You just go flow.
Oh, another thing that's his tactic is?
Do as others
is he insults his audience constantly.
You've been programmed to go with.
He basically is like, the argument is like, you're an idiot.
For example.
That's why you worship Satan and have Christmas.
Let me ask you a question.
It's never good to do that.
Bring
No.
a tree in your house on December 25th.
Some paganistic.
What does that
anyway,
signify? What does it mean? What is the reason you do it? The answer is you don't know. Let me ask you another one. What is
The answers.
the
Wait, let me guess.
reason that you take that same tree that you don't know why you brought in your house and you deck it with silver, with gold, and various other ornaments?
Let me guess. We
What
don't
does it
know.
mean? Why do you do it? The answer is you don't know. What do you
You seriously, this is not the best
on
documentary
the
ever
top of that
made.
tree for? What does it mean? You don't know.
Damn.
Tell us already.
What are
Come
you
on
kissing
now.
somebody under a mistletoe for? You don't
I'm annoyed.
know.
I'm annoyed. Actually, I do know that
So
one.
now,
I know all of
with
these,
that
but
being
anyway.
said,
Wait,
what you need to do is sit
actually
down
answer
and
these
really-
questions before he does. Tell us.
Oh. Anyway, so the tree is also a paganistic tradition where they would bring it in, and the balls that you hung on them were to ward off evil spirits and to appease them. The Christmas star is for the North Star. And what was the last question?
The mistletoe.
The mistletoe
How do we make that
was
under a mistletoe?
actually also a paganistic. If so, in this time of year, if you were to go under a mistletoe, then it was thought that you would be kissed by Freya, who was the goddess of love and yeah.
She was also a woman warrior, ahead of the Valkyries.
That is correct. She was the head of the Valkyries, but she would kiss you if you ever passed under mistletoe this time of year.
Nigel says he kind of sounds like the jail cellmate from Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what hotepas sound like, basically. In the black community, we call them hotepas because they say hotep all the time. Hotep
Hotep.
meaning love or peace in ancient Egyptian. They always come with some sort of pseudo-religious political knowledge, and they try to put you on. And it's usually some weird cult nonsense. You know what I mean? You hear all sorts of ones. Like some hotepas will tell you that blacks founded America before anyone else did. You know what I mean? And like you'll see them on the streets. Israelites, black Israelites will, on the streets will be saying similar stuff.
Okay.
I don't know why they
Yeah,
learned how to
yeah.
act like, why they
So you
feel
can
that they recruit people
understand
by
why
acting
you
like
do
this,
these
because this
things.
totally turns
You
me
can
off.
get the origin of these things, and then you can consciously decide if you want to continue doing it or if you want to do away with it.
So he's basically
Because you
saying
have
do
been
away with Christmas
naively
completely.
beguiled
Yes.
into worshiping Satan, and I'm going to show you exactly how Satan infiltrated Christianity with Christmas.
Okay, will you just let us... Dang.
Oh, look at that evil Santa. He's smoking a joint, too.
I want a joint. Where's my joint? I couldn't find my joint. I was so upset. Anyway.
So I think we get the picture of what this guy's going on
Festivals of
about, right?
Rome are
Yeah.
innumerable, but 5 of the most important may be singled out for elucidation, viz. Christmas Day, Lady Day, Easter, the Nativity of St. John, and the Feast of Assumption. Each and all of these can be proved to be Babylonian. And first, as to the festival in honor of the birth of Christ, or Christmas, how comes it that the festival was connected with the 25th of December? There is not a word in the scripture about the precise day of his birth or the time of year when he was born. What is recorded there implies that at what time soever his birth took place, it could not have been on the 25th.
Right. Okay. So I
there
mean,
is-
that's...
yeah. So yes. Go ahead. I'll let you speak. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. But like what I'm saying with that, like, like for instance, people always think that's a big slammer that should contradict the religion as a total. They're like, Jesus wasn't born on the 25th. I got news for you. Most things that we celebrate, whether it's secular or religious holiday, didn't happen on that day. They arbitrarily choose days for different reasons why you celebrate things. For all you know, Think about it this way, guys. For all you know, you were not born on the day you think you were. But at the end of the day, think about the adopted parents' attitude. They're like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when baby Mantis celebrates his birthday. He gets a birthday once a year. Let's put it on April 22nd. Boom. That doesn't upset me, and I just don't understand why that upsets so many people.
I was not born in the year of my birth. I am actually 10 years younger than I really am.
Historians got the year wrong.
Historians got it wrong.
I dig that. No, I feel that.
That would be nice. But no, that is true. So basically the 25th is again part of paganism, where it falls on the winter solstice. Now the winter solstice is basically when, you know, the dark times come in and we need to ward off the evil. Oh my god, you really need to pay for YouTube.
Yeah, I really do.
It's only $15 a month, darling. Like, I'll give you my account. How about that?
That works for me. Wait, go on. I'm sorry. Go on with what you're saying.
You go on my account and be like, what the hell is this girl watching? Shit, what was I saying? So right, it falls on the winter solstice. Now, there is a belief that Jesus Christ was actually born on the 25th, but then we screwed up the calendar so very much that it actually turned into January 7th. There is no depiction of when he actually was born, but this is the timeline of his birth.
Yeah, so what it is that a lot of historians calculate that Jesus was probably born in the summer. However, in terms of making a calendar, it's very funny. You ever notice how humans, being similar, we do similar things because of the concept of archetypes? You know the concept of archetypes?
I'm sorry, I was reading the comment. I apologize. Can you repeat that?
You know the concept of archetypes?
Yeah.
Right? So basically, if you're raised in ancient Egypt, or you're a Native American warrior who's never seen the pale man, right? Or you're an African farmer, or you're ancient feudal Japan. If you're traveling along a road and you see a blind old person in a robe sitting down, you will think this person is wise and has some sort of knowledge. Perhaps they are some sort of monk. Correct. That is the assumption that everyone on the planet would come to, because humans have archetypes of what things are, and that's often what gods are depicted as. The archetypes of the warrior, the father, the mother, the crone, the hermit, the hero, that kind of stuff. The stranger. These are all archetypes, right? Mm-hmm. So the idea is that the archetype of the sun god, that on most calendars, sun gods who bring light, are born in the winter. They're born, and sometimes they celebrate their coming in the winter because the light is coming, and they come to full maturation when spring comes. Right? Yeah. They're usually gods of the sun, gods of light, whatever. Jesus is a sun god. He brings the light. And so therefore it was logical for people archetypally to be like, where should we put? We don't know when Jesus was born. Ancient man didn't know when Jesus was born. They didn't have any idea, and they were like, let's put it on Let's put it on December.
Well, no, it also makes sense too, because they do talk about his birth, correct, in the Bible.
Yeah.
They talk about and it's cold, and was it not snowing?
No, I don't think there's any depictions of snow. It's you really can't tell the time of year.
Okay. Because I do know that if he was born where we think he was born, it makes more sense that he was born in the summer, because their summer is winter. And
right.
Okay, thank you.
Nigel says it's the Moloch baby blood that makes her look so youthful.
That's what distracted me. I'm sorry. That is what distracted me.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk about baby's blood, I could talk about it all day.
I know you could, because you drink it. You consume baby's blood, don't you?
No, because that's what poor people do. Okay, so here's what it is. There's a clinic in Colorado that all the rich people go to, all of them. Mm-hmm. And here's what they do. They give you a blood transfusion of baby's blood. $8,000 a hit.
Where is this baby's blood coming from?
I don't ask questions. But what I'm saying is, that's what it is, and it's been scientifically proven that when you get an infusion of baby's blood, all your systems in yours work better. You heal better, your organs will work better, you breathe better, you do all sorts of things. I'm telling you. And you know when people are like, think that they're like rich people, particularly politicians, are in a cult and they're drinking baby's blood, they might not be drinking it, but I bet you they're infusing it in their body.
I mean, yeah, this was a this was something that's been done since ancient times. This isn't anything new. Children's blood has always been a big thing. There was a duchess. Oh God, what was her name? Oh crap. I'm not going to remember her name, but anyway, there was a duchess who used to basically imprison younger girls so that she could not only consume their blood, but also bathe in it.
Right.
Nice glasses, Lainey. Thank you, Shaolin.
Shaolin, what up, brother? Oh, there we go. Elizabeth Bathory. Yes, and I believe that name was brought up during our vampire episode.
It was. Thank you so much for
good work, Shaolin. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, I really do appreciate that because, of course, it wasn't coming to me. I've also had a few.
I love that. Nigel said he really perks up with those Bloody Mary stories. Yeah.
It does. So, I mean, it does make a lot of sense. And also, I think that this is why God's like children's blood as well, because, you know, children's blood does depict new life. It depicts, you know, healing and health and abundance.
Children heal like crazy.
Yes, they do. I think, you know, there's definitely magical components, I think, in children, regardless of their blood or not. Children are just, I think that they're honestly higher intellects than adults are, because we have been, I really
Intellects?
Yes.
Just because they have magic blood doesn't mean they're smarter than me.
I think they are. Because, okay, and are we going to get into this?
We can't. Yeah, please. Let's get into this.
So I feel that children are higher intellects than we are because they haven't been dumbed down. They haven't been taught to think the way that we're taught to think. They haven't been basically turned into a Pavlov's dog.
They haven't been socialized, right? We're socialized to hate. We're socialized to discriminate. We're socialized to have teams, and
we are. And children don't know that. If you ask a child about their past lives, most of them have an answer. They know exactly what their past life was. They're not closed off to remembering the universe where we are.
But let me ask you. So you are in you're an astronaut, or maybe you're a visitor, who knows? Mm-hmm. But you are in the International Space Station. Mm-hmm. And something goes wrong and the air tank is about to burst. And right next to you is a Russian with multiple PhDs in astrophysics, in engineering, and all these things, astronaut for 20 years. And then there's a toddler next to you. Who do you get to fix the mechanical problem on the ship?
Okay, but I think that you're looking at intellectuals in a different way than I'm looking. You're looking at, you know, what they've learned as mechanics. 100%. I don't think a child could, most likely, could not fix a jet, whatever. But I think that when we look at the universe, when we think about, that's really loud.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Hi, Kat.
Kat, Auntie Kat. Actually, guys, I want to do a shout out to Auntie Kat. Auntie Kat has been sick lately.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Auntie Kat unfortunately had to go to the doctor at a hospital. Had an infection from a cut.
Oh, no.
You know, and so I'm so glad to see Auntie Kat coming in here. So glad to see that you are okay. We are dedicating this episode to Auntie Kat.
Oh, yeah, we are. Auntie Kat, I'm really glad that you're okay. Seriously.
Yeah, no, it means a lot. But go on. So you're saying are you saying they have greater wisdom? Like,
yeah, wisdom. More. They're more in tuned to the universe, and the collective.
Did you see Nigel's answer? He said the toddler. Because how the heck did he get on the ship? He's got to be smart.
Thank you, Nigel. Thank you. See, Nigel gets it. Nigel gets
That
it.
was a trick question. Indeed, the answer is the toddler. The toddler is a super genius baby. President of Ecuador.
I hate it here. Surgery.
I said the Russian has 4 PhDs. The toddler has 5. Surgery went well. I'm fine. I'm so glad to hear that, Auntie Cat. I was so worried.
Really happy.
Are you home, Auntie Cat? Not to make this stream about you, but let's make it about you. We hope you're feeling better, Cat. Awesome. Wait, chick with the sultry voice? Yay, Cat.
Excuse me, Nigel.
Yes, I thought you were simping on Lainey, and all of a sudden you turned your attention. First
I am
lady
no
walks
longer-
into chat. Okay, so I feel like I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't think intellect is the correct word.
All right, maybe not intellect, but definitely wisdom.
I think they are spiritually wise. I do believe in the past life thing. I do believe kids see and say things about their past lives. I think that they are like mystical, magical creatures, and I do think it's horrible that we get socialized. But I don't think the secrets of children are meant to be accessed by adults. Like, kids who can see spirits, I don't think we're supposed to be using those children to hunt down ghosts. I think they are essentially supposed to lose that ability.
I don't think that no. See, now I think that that's where you and I disagree. I don't think that we ever were supposed to lose our abilities. I think that we were supposed to be intuitive, wisdom-bound beings who were always connected to the collective. But the problem is okay, if you read the Bible, right, we're talking about 721 years of life, correct? Now, we don't really know what their days were back then, but 721 years of life, why are we not living that long anymore? They weren't being socialized, and they weren't turning into Pavlov's dogs, and they weren't being... We're basically just turned into drones. Where children never had that. And if we never learned these socialistic ways, we weren't socialized, we weren't turning into Pavlov's dogs, maybe our intuition would, 1, heal our bodies, 2, we're still part of the collective, and we would live forever.
But do you think it's natural to create society and become socialized? Isn't that what nature is? If we were to take a bunch of children and strand them on a desert island, wouldn't they create a society? Would they be spiritual beings for the next 700 years because they're not influenced by adults? Or would they build towns and elect leaders and be like...
Okay, but let's go back to the monks then.
Make money.
Let's go back to the monks. How old's the oldest monk? 125 years old, I believe he is right now.
I guess this was...
He's old. He's a old, mummified human living being, but he's living.
Is he really living though? Sorry. Bad joke. Go on.
All I'm saying is...
I'm saying if he doesn't eat a cheeseburger, is he really living life?
That's what's fucking killing us, Mantis. I don't want to get into this. We're talking about Christmas.
This is perfect connection because Christmas, it's funny, is a holiday that it's the worship of material things, right?
And it is. Well, I mean, yeah, but it was definitely turned into a holiday that worships material things. It's all whatever. I think that human beings we're an experiment, and I don't think we'll ever get it right, but hey, whatever.
That's very pessimistic. I'm so sad to hear that. Nigel says, so we were all born with the gifts as children, but as we grow up, we lean to our own understandings and therefore lose our gifts from childhood. I think that's what happens.
But I don't think that that's what happens to everybody. I do believe in psychics. I do believe in people who have the abilities to reach beyond and talk to the spirits. And, what's the difference between them and let's say you? Because I'm sorry, I do think that I have special abilities. So but
my argument would be that I do believe in psychics, and I don't think everyone has it, but I don't think
I do.
I don't think everyone's supposed to have it.
I do.
I mean, have you met? So, you actually, what's the most common thing you have to say about humans in this cast or outside of this cast?
That was sheeple.
Humans are sheeples, and they're idiots, and they're morons. They don't think for themselves. These are common Lainey things. I think you've said it at least 3 or 4 times this very episode, right? Do you think some of the idiots that you know in the world?
I don't think I said that we're idiots.
Do you think that these people should have psychic powers? Think of the worst people that you know. You think they should have psychic powers? The world would be a better place if they could.
I think that listen, y'all know that I am an anarchist at heart. I don't believe that we should be a governed species. I think that we should be roaming the earth the way our ancestors did, in all honesty. Like, I think that technology is turning us into zombies, and I think that we are living in a prison rather than living in the world that we were given, and we're destroying it. Call me a hippie if you want to, but that's how I feel.
You fucking hippie.
At least I smell good. I'm a good smelling hit.
One day they're gonna have stream technology that allows them to smell us. But they have to tip us first. They have to throw us bits before they.
Yeah, absolutely. Because guys, I smell really good.
But I think that it's I think that it's interesting. You just view it as like a tragedy that we've all lost our connection to our childhoodness, and I think that's how it's supposed to be. And I think that's why.
I don't think that it's a tragedy that we lost our. No. Okay. So I'm gonna stop you there, because it's not a tragedy that we lost our way to our childhood. It's a tragedy that we've lost our way to the collective, which in your case would be God. And I believe that even a God-fearing man is not connected to God the way that we used to be as a primitive person.
I agree. I absolutely agree with that. I absolutely do agree. But I think that is one of the struggles I'm meant to face in this modern world. I'm faced with choices every day, and to be honest, as a Christian, I'm actually happy that God tests me. And it's true. I can do evil, messed up things and exist in a totally materialistic realm, or I can choose to do the right things. But I do think these tests are there for a reason. You know, I don't think there's no reason why this is happening to us. You know, I do believe with you. And so in our case, I would say in terms of Christianity, I believe it's the Garden of Eden. I believe that the people of the Garden of Eden had access to such abilities that we're talking about. They were in tune with their divine selves, and then they were cast out. But they were cast out because they were dumbasses. Right? How come you look like you're scared to talk? Okay.
I'm not scared to talk. Yes, I 100% believe that Adam and Eve were dumbasses and, ate from the tree of knowledge and should not have, because they were told not to eat from the tree of knowledge. It's not, guys, it wasn't necessarily an apple. It was actually a pomegranate. But fun facts.
And the fruit has never been identified to be actual.
It was a pomegranate.
Nigel says, I love hippies. Right before them, it was super racist, and then they brought love.
That's right. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Great movie.
Can't have a testimony without tests. Yes, exactly.
Listen. Okay.
You're all right. I mean, if you want to, it looks like you want to give it to me. If you want to give it to me, just give it to me hard and fast. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't resist that one.
Oh my. Oh. Anyhow, I hate it here.
Shellin says that's what she said.
No, I don't listen. I think Lainey is. I am blushing. This is why I hate video.
No, because video allows people to know that while you're chuckling, when you're doing your silent laugh, that you're actually still here. He said it
Hold on.
is
I need to get my blush under control right now.
Nigel says no one blames you, Mantis. Thank you, Nigel.
Oh my god. Wow, it's getting hot in here. What was I saying?
What were we saying? I was talking about the Garden of Eden, and I don't remember what it was, but it looked like you really wanted to make a counterpoint, but were resistant.
Okay, have you ever read the books where like you go through the book and like you can choose your path?
Yeah, choose your own adventure.
Yeah, choose your own adventure. And honestly, I was super big into those books when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Shallon, shut the fuck up. I was really big into those books when I was a kid, and I think that's how life is. Obviously, you choose your own adventure, you choose your path. But I think that we lost our path along the way, and I do think that we never were meant to be. I don't think we were ever meant to be imprisoned in the society that we're imprisoned in today. I don't believe we were.
I will say this, and this is going to make me sound like a crazy Christian. I do believe that Satan has co-opted most important things in our modern day society, and is in control of all of that. And so I do think there's a lot. I think like a lot of television or a lot of things or ideas like TikTok are totally controlled by Satan, and are teaching people to do evil and be evil and worship themselves as modern day gods. The greatest of all sins, right? That being said, I know I sound like a crackpot at this point.
No, I don't know that you sound like a crackpot, but I also think that like you.
But you just got to fight every day. Is my argument. You got to fight against.
You got to fight against. Absolutely, but here's my thing too: is that like as a person who does believe in the collective, you know, we're trying to find nirvana, and nirvana basically does state that is when we become so enlightened that we become part of God. We become God ourselves. So do I agree with you to a certain stance? Yes, but I also believe that maybe we're trying to find our way into that path of enlightenment to become one with God. To become part of him again.
Okay. But for instance, I would say, I hear what you're saying. You'd become godlike, right? And so even one of the...
It's not godlike. It's not godlike. It's not godlike. It is becoming back to the part of the collective.
My counterpoint to you is a girl who's so obsessed with her beauty and her dance moves, who makes 10 TikToks a day and goes crazy about how many people like it or love it or give her attention or any of those analytics, is she godlike? Is she on a road to being more godlike than these pretty girls on TikTok?
Why didn't you become a preacher?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying. It is. I would argue God-like. What? You're like a god. So is this what this girl is a goddess now?
I don't think you're listening to me.
I'm just asking because that's what I'm saying is what's wrong with society. That girl is what's wrong with society.
Yes, 100%. And I
not someone who's making a commune and growing fruit together.
But I never disagreed with you.
Okay, I'm just saying like. Because I think that the danger is that when you're saying God, you're like, not God-like. They're becoming their own gods. That's who I'm talking about is becoming their own god. She's worshiping herself.
I've very much missed debating with you.
I can tell. Now fight back.
No. She is everyone else. Who is everyone else? Wait, who is everyone else?
I think he's saying that the girl, my fictional girl on TikTok is like everyone else. Yeah, she is like everyone else. They're all worshiping themselves, and it's all not good for society.
Once again, we're turning into sheeple, and then we're sitting here, and we are absolutely 100% sitting here and being like, I'm a god. Oh God. I identify as a goddess. Like, come on, get the anyway.
Yeah. No, and so when you say
those people, I 100% believe are leaning more into, if you want to call it whatever, Satan. Yes, He is.
Yeah, the worship of yourself is like one of the most
Well,
sinful things you could do.
I also think that we're on the path to Armageddon, so there's that as well. And I've told you that. So.
I mean, I do. Obviously, as a Christian, I believe that we're on. We're headed to
We're
that.
on the path. Yeah.
Yeah,
It is coming soon. It's coming soon.
Testify, sister. See, we're on the same path. We're on the same note right now.
We are on the same note.
You see, we're two branches of the same tree. Okay. And so the real question is, getting back to our main topic, what is this holiday supposed to be about? If it's not supposed to be about worshiping yourself and materialism and presents and Krampus, what is the holiday, what a lot of people think it's about? Christmas. What is it?
Well, I mean, to you damn no.
How does she not know what I want her to say?
I feel like you want me to say family, love,
Jesus. Christmas.
I feel like you also knew that I was not gonna say that, and I also don't necessarily. Anyway,
it wasn't until after I asked that I was like, "Oh God, she's not even on my page right now."
No, of course I'm not on your goddamn page. No.
This God's holiday is about baby Jesus, right?
But
But what if I told you
it shouldn't be?
that the Son of God? Well, of course it should be. It's his holiday.
It shouldn't be his holiday. He wasn't even goddamn born on Christmas. It's the winter solstice. It should be. It should be the pagan holiday, and that's that. I'm sorry. We should be.
Your people will write down. It sucks. But what if I were to tell you that it's a possibility that Jesus, yes, I'm going to hell for this, could have been an alien or half alien?
Fuck you too, Mantis, because I said God was an alien months ago, and you were like, my God's not an alien.
Oh, I don't believe in any of this shit.
But now you want to believe that Jesus is an alien?
I'm bringing up with people. We're bringing up different conspiracy theories and Christmas tales of the supernatural, and this is one that a lot of people love, and it's growing in popularity. And why is it growing in popularity? Because of the show Ancient Aliens. Ancient Aliens has done at least 3 episodes on this topic, stating that either the spirit, the Holy Spirit that got Mary impregnated, was an alien, or that Jesus himself was already an alien plant.
No, that God himself is an alien and came down here and probed goddamn Mary and impregnated her. It makes so much God.
Oh wow, she's catching feelings.
Woozah.
Spread good cheer and giving to others, says Nigel.
Wait, ready? Okay, I'm good.
Oh wow, she had to massage her lobes for all those just listening at home. She had to massage her lobes, as in earlobes, to calm down.
Yes, I did.
Demon Omega says it's better to give than to receive, but Christmas was stolen. Exactly, Lainey. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's an aliens meme. Get it out, Lainey. We ready? Okay,
I'm trying to bring back the Mothership Monday without like getting pissed off at you. So
you know what it was? It's unfortunately the episode about Satanism, and who I didn't even know you were going to be so defensive against a religion you're not even a member of. But that was the first. I think that opened the floodgates, and since then, all you do is get mad at me.
I don't think I was ever mad at you for the Satanism.
That was the one you were feeling feelings, and you were hard fighting against my theories, and I'm like, you're not even a Satanist. Why do you care so much?
I'm not a Satanist. I'm not. But I am not a Christian either.
But since then, all you do is get mad at poor Mantis.
I'm not mad at you, Mantis. I still love you very much. I just, I think that
I'm an ass.
I can accept that. I think, well, you are definitely an ass, 100%. But I also feel that religion, is another way to segregate and drive wedges between humanity.
Okay, but like for instance, I'll give you an example, and it's so funny that obviously we can't have a show like Mothership Monday without religion.
We always talk about
There's
religion.
no way we could not talk about it.
Always turns into religion, which is fine. It doesn't bother me at all.
But I would say that there is no big wedge between you and me. And you're like you're a woman. I'm a Christian, and you're a woman who said you're willing to practice Satanism to see what it's all about. And I'm a Christian, so therefore you would think that would be a huge, impossible wedge. But I don't find it to be a wedge.
But I
invite anyone to go pursue the life that they want to live. I'm totally cool with it.
But I'm not okay. So you know how like I get mad when people start talking, especially the red pill. Like people start talking about the red pill and how women were these horrible people who just want a rich man and bleh, blah 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 blah, and it pisses me off, right? Because I feel that I'm being generalized and strung into the generalization of most women in the world. You're feeling the same way. I'm not. You are an exception to a lot of the rules because you do understand that religion should be a beautiful belief system, but not necessarily like that you have to follow it like dotting your T's or dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Like there is. Your music is really loud again.
I don't know why. I'm not touching the knob. I'm sorry, guys. I've been a horrible DJ tonight. I'm going to figure this all out. You won't have to hear the first 5 seconds of YouTube commercials anymore. Going in the future, in the new season of Mothership Monday.
Yeah, new season, which also we need to get anyway.
Yes, we'll get it all together. I for the record, next Monday I'll be unable to stream. I will not be able to stream until the second half of next week. I have family coming here. They're sensitive to sound. My streaming options are dead this weekend until Wednesday.
Well, guess what? I have to work anyway, so get.
Oh, well, look at that! But I'm saying it makes more sense to start the new season in the new year, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, I got to tell you, I know everyone loves to say this about religion. Religion separates us. It does all these things to us. That is not all the way true. And here's what it comes down to. The truth is, humans find reasons to hate their neighbors. And they do it with every subject ever. Look at American politics right now. Everyone says we're this close to a civil war, and I think we are this close to a civil war. But you know what we're probably more close to? A purge. I think one group is going to get sick of some other group, and it's not even going to be a fair fight. It's going to be hillbillies in the streets mowing down undesirables. And you know what it is? It won't have anything to do with people's religion. It will have to do with their sexuality. It will have to do with who they vote for or what they believe about the environment. There are a million reasons on this planet to hate someone else's ideas. And religion may be one of the older ones, but it is not the surefire reason. This country is going to burn to the ground and will have nothing to do with Jesus and everything to do with politics. The people who are going to murder us all are going to have big D's or big R's on their jackets. Straight up. Booyaka. I'm sorry. Did I get a little intense there?
I liked it.
Oh, thank you. Sharon says, he said that gave me James Roberts vibes. He, of course, is talking about the famous Satan episode that will go down. You remember James Roberts from Green Room? He challenged you, and you guys went to win.
I went. Oh my God, guys!
Yeah,
if you want to see
episode of Mothership Monday,
I believe it was the first episode of Mothership Monday, and I laid into this kid.
He was asking for it though.
He was asking for it, and I will always say that I won that fight.
Of course you did.
That fight. Of course I did.
That ignorant British douche. Not just being British makes you a douche, but
I do miss
he was a douche who happened to be British. I liked him. I liked him as a dude, but that particular day, he felt like fighting, and he wanted to see your fangs, and you showed him.
Oh, I showed my fangs. Also, that he was not the he was the first, but he was not the last who got the wrath of
Oh, who
Lainey.
was that kid's? What was the kid's name?
Benediction, who's still in my Rashid. He's still in my Discord.
Rashid, yes,
Yes,
Rashid.
Rashid. Rashid also. That was a roundhouse trolley though, and I also went off on him. Lainey, my Satanist friend, sent me a message to send to you. They said hi. Hello. Very nice to meet you. Or to hear from you again. No, I will not turn Satanist, but I would love to talk to you about it.
Actually, even though the show is about two people of different mindsets talking about this kind of subject, we could open up the format of the show. I'd be totally willing to, where we could interview third parties, including Satanists or whatever. We could have people on the show who have something crazy to say.
I would adore that. Actually,
I would love to get a UFO abductee on here.
Hell yeah! I feel like
I would like to get an alien on here.
Maybe you already have one.
Oh, explains so much. Nigel says, they say get mad and get it out. I'm curious to know how her unfiltered thoughts on the matter. Religion separates people when practiced wrongly. When done right, it brings love and acceptance. It's just difficult to do it right all the way. Yes, that is the thing, and I think that's part of being human, is that we turn on each other for shit. We start thinking of ourselves as gods, and that therefore we are better than other people. We have the right to take someone else's life, or if they don't think like me, they must be unholy. Trust me, those guys in Washington, they think they're gods.
Oh,
they could use some humility.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I got it.
So you think Jesus is an alien?
I think God's an alien. I've told you that.
So what do you think Jesus was?
Half alien.
Okay. So then why don't you listen to him?
If you've got God, no, because I found it funny that you were gonna go into a conspiracy that I fought months ago, and you're like, God's not an alien. You got fucking pissed off at me. So did Hannah. I was like, oh,
I was not
okay.
pissed. I strongly believe that God. Here's what it is. If we mean like God, I think God is probably an alien intelligence, which I think is different.
But I don't. So I think that anything that's not from this world is an alien, and God would be an alien. God has a form, correct?
Yeah, I'm saying, does that mean he has to get a green card?
Do you think that? Oh my God, I'm gonna go pee.
You deport God under Title 42 or whatever. You make him wait online to enter the Mexican border. Sorry, guys. I may have pushed Lainey too far. Wait, did I really lose Lainey? What happened? It's all right. We don't need her. But basically, what's going on is that I brought up alien Jesus, and I don't believe in alien Jesus, but I brought it up because we are just bringing up the different topics of weird things that happen around Christmas or are Christmas, and so that's pretty much why I did that. I think it bears discussion, even if you think it's ridiculous. I think there are a lot of people who do believe Jesus was an alien. And that sometimes gives people a reason to worship him or follow him, or to reject him and be scared of him.
Well, okay, so I don't think that we should. I mean, yeah, there's points in time where we should probably be afraid of aliens, but I think that for the most of it, like we already know that aliens exist. We already know that they've been among us. We already know that they're here. So why are we fearing them?
They give me reason to fear. They give me aliens give us great reasons to fear. Shelwyn's laughing, and he says, it's all good, brother. Nigel says, they put Superman on trial for being an illegal alien. Why not? But you don't think aliens give us a good reason to fear?
No, I'm not saying that. Okay, but here's my thing. Do you not fear God?
Oh, I do fear God. I love God, but I fear him.
So then why can't he be an alien?
Just because I fear aliens and fear God, that means they're the same thing. I fear my cat. My cat isn't God.
You fear your
But
cat?
when I have to give my cat a bath, I fear the fuck out of her.
Oh yeah, no.
There's always, I mean, if you don't understand something, you should have a good fear. But I'm saying, if you look at aliens and their presence on this world, what are the things they're reported of doing? To be honest, most of them are harmless. Most things are sightings. But times they have encounters with people, they abduct people, they put things into people, they probe them, they wipe their minds of their memories and steal time from them. That's scary.
Wait, and you don't think that we're just like some odd experiment to God? You don't think that he we're the second prototype, are we not?
No, I think that's possible that we could be a pro.
Angels were first. Angels were first. Angels are his children. Then he's like, you know what? He didn't give them the idealisms that he gave humans, and he said, okay, I'm going to do a second prototype. We are an experiment. We are 100% put on this
very
earth
possible
to be experimented by God and the gods that are still here, if there are any. Yeah, he's a fucking alien.
But I'm just saying, like, it seems like you're like getting mad at that fact, and I just feel like
you're reading me wrong.
No, I'm not reading wrong. But I'll give you an example. You know about simulation theory, obviously. Mm-hmm. We could be in a computer. This could be a simulation, and so people are like, well, I know I'm real because I have memories of my own time. And then it's just like, of course, if you're a computer program, you would think your memories are real, right?
But also
But the thing is people are so upset that they're a simulation. But my thought of it is, if I'm a simulation, I can't help but being a simulation. So why worry about it? It is what it is. If God has decided to experiment with me, and God is the creator of all things and is all powerful, then so be it. That is what he has decided to do.
But I also feel like you're the only one who's getting angry because I'm calling God an alien.
God is not an alien, okay? He's not an alien. I mean, but yeah, like I use the word alien intelligence as in like he's so beyond us we can't understand it. But do you actually mean like he's like a gray dude with big eyes from like a water world?
No, I don't know what he looks like. Do you know what God looks like? But also, if you think about the angels,
I'm giving a cliche of an alien, right?
Angels are like supposedly the most freaking alien-looking things in the universe. They've got
they're horrific monsters.
8 wings and like 20
all these eyes all over the place.
Yeah, so like I'm just sitting here and I'm saying like that's not alien to you. That doesn't sound alien to you. That doesn't sound like something that is not of human. Like.
I'll use the word alien if it has a really broad definition, because the reason why I don't like the word alien is I think that like people are like they're just creatures from other places, and I would argue no, they're not creatures from other places. They are divine creatures that like exist on like a 4th or 5th dimension that we can't possibly really understand.
But that doesn't mean that they can't be alien. Alien to me, okay, so I guess maybe that I broaden the spectrum on the word alien. I sit here and I look, they're not human. They are not of this world. They are otherworldly. They are alien.
Okay. But also, as I'm saying,
okay, wait.
Is something considered alien if it's created something? If I create
100%.
a planet and its denizens, I'm an alien to that world?
You're still a god, but yes, you're an alien.
I'm not an alien. I'm the original inhabitant. You're the aliens. You're the colonizers. That's what I'm saying. You're the colonizer, Lainey. You're a colonizer. Angels and God are the indigenous.
Did you just call me a...
You're a colonizer is what you are. Nigel says, in the most broadest technical term, he is an alien, but he is Roger from American Dad. Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't think, here's what I'm saying. Ancient aliens will say, when they mean God is an alien, they honestly believe, they keep pitching this idea that God, and I do understand the multiple gods theory, right? Because a lot of people don't know this. The English translation of Genesis is in the singular, but the original ancient Hebrew version of Genesis is in the plural. It says, "We created man."
Right.
We looked at them. We created light. We created the earth, and we saw it was good. It's plural. You know what I mean? So I do believe it. But also I do believe God is one, and God is one, and God is many simultaneously, because He's God. But ancient aliens will have you believe that, like, literally they're just aliens in lab coats. They're just nerds who are like, we're sea monkeys. You ever play with sea monkeys?
We're in a petri dish.
Yeah. They're like, they put a few chemical. They ordered us from a comic book, from the back of a comic book, and then they added the salt water, and then they're like, look, the bacteria is there. They're sea monkeys.
They created
and
us,
I refute that immensely.
Okay. Well, you refuse that mentally, but I'm going to sit here and say that God is an alien.
But do you think that he's like a lab coat alien? Like, you think he's just like a dude?
No, I think that he's an entity that we could never fathom ever. I
Okay.
believe, okay, do I really have to go through this again? I believe in the collective. The collective basically is a all spiritual, energetic force of life that we can never really fathom, that can 100% create. But he did create us, and we are not the first, nor maybe we're not even the second prototype of what we have become. Yes, evolution is very possibly real. I'm not sitting here like I believe in evolution. Sure, we evolved. But what did we evolve from? Did we evolve from giants? Did we evolve from the Neanderthal? What did we actually evolve from? And we, as humans, were an experiment to finally get everything right. Our bodies in itself is a universe that we have no idea what's going on within ourselves. We don't.
Do you think the bacteria in your gut pray to you at night?
I don't know, maybe.
And that you're their god?
That would be really
That was music was perfect right there.
It was.
I don't know. Who will ever know the true nature of God? I would be really disappointed.
Isn't that the fun thing, though? We'll never know.
No, I need to know. I need to know about aliens, and I need to know about God before I go, or I'm going to be so upset. Dragon Lady, welcome in.
Hi, Dragon Lady.
Nigel says, then again, I understand Lainey's view. Something with 6 wings, 4 faces, and a flame sword would sound real freaking alien to someone outside the religion. Yeah. I mean, yes, their alien is that they're not human, but I just wouldn't use the term alien for divine creatures or gods.
When you think of alien, you're thinking cyborgs. You're thinking freaking brown skin, gray skins, the big eyes bulging out of their heads, reptilians, like anything that is not human from this world is alien.
So no, I think of aliens. Here's what it is: aliens. I believe, and I would define it as this: any creature in the 3.5 dimension that, like a 3-dimensional. It has to be a 3-dimensional creature.
Okay.
Like, I think like a cosmic being that's like in the 7th dimension visiting us is not like. I don't think that's like an alien. That's something else. That's like a god or some other crazy thing, you know?
Okay.
But ultimately, do you have any more Christmas secrets to share with the world?
Christmas. No,
What are you going to say?
Christmas sucks. Get over it. Don't
Okay, let's talk
celebrate.
about this. Let's leave our last 15 minutes to talk about what's bothering Lainey.
No, we shouldn't do that.
You don't have to dive deep, but like, why are you grumpy about Christmas?
Because I already celebrated it, and I have nobody to celebrate with this year.
You have us.
I do.
You want to stream on Christmas Day?
Maybe.
Yeah, well, let's do it.
Yeah, but because you've got family in town, so that's.
Yeah, but I don't like them.
Well, yeah, but they seem to like you.
No, so they're up at the ass. Here's what my Christmas is going to be. No, I love them. I'm totally kidding, guys. That's a joke. Just like I want to make jokes about my mother. I love her dearly, but like, no, what it is, they're going to wake up early.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be expected to wake up early. We'll open presents for a couple hours, but still, like a few hours after 6 a.m. You know what it is? A few hours after 6 a.m., right? Still the fucking morning because you woke up so damn early. So I'd say about 11 or noonish, I will be totally free, and everyone will be tired from playing with their gifts or whatever, you know.
Okay.
And then I'll have no one to connect with. I'll have nothing going on. We can totally stream.
That would be nice. I would really like some Christmas spirit. I did put my tree up this year. I did decorate a little bit. I am wearing a snowflake in my ear. You know, guys, I'm trying really hard to get into the spirit.
Because you're a precious snowflake.
I don't know if I liked that or not. No. We love you, Lainey. Aw, thank you so much.
And Nigel wants to celebrate too.
I really do love you guys, and I really appreciate it. I need some support this Christmas. I'm not gonna lie. My life is evolving. I'll put it that way. It's evolving.
That's what life is. Constant change.
Constant change. Absolutely.
Shellen says we love you, Lainey.
Love you too, Shellen.
So what it is, I'm having trouble getting into the season either, but like the next couple of days are going to make me like, I better be there or not. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of catching up on some Christmas classics after the stream. Like I'm going to watch like Charlie Brown. I'm going to watch Christmas Story. You know, Night of the Living Dead.
Which is a Christmas movie, guys. Actually, I will go with that.
Yeah, no, there's a bunch of stuff, but I'm definitely over the next couple of days. I'm going to be binging Christmas stuff. I'm going to be going to Christmas parties. Hopefully it'll come back. You know, but I feel you. I'm having that trouble too.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, I'm here to celebrate with you, so
It'll be great if we stream on Christmas.
it would be.
We'll be the only suckers stupid enough to stream on Christmas.
Yeah, but you know, maybe some people will come in.
No, but I'm saying there's always other people who aren't celebrating, aren't happy. Maybe they're alone, you know?
They always say that this is the hardest time of the year, so and
It actually really is. It really is. And I used to have the youth pastor at my current church. We were buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And he was so bad with the adults. And like, you know, we were in a group of people, and I remember one time someone is like, yeah, well, you know, suicides are higher at this age, you know, during this season. It's really horrible. And he's like, you know, statistically, that's not true. And then the guy was like, no, it's true. And he's like, no, it isn't true. And he's having like this whole debate with the room of people. And it occurred to me that I was like, wait a minute. Maybe the people who are arguing that it is a harder time of year are having a hard fucking time, you idiot. Like, what you're trying to tell them they're not having a hard time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it made me laugh. But he did a lot of debacles like that. But it's crazy. Christmas is like a weird, magical time. But I guess you could watch some Christmas shows or movies. Or maybe you don't want to enter that frame, right?
I've been watching a lot of just junk.
Like, define junk.
Like Glow Up. I watched the entire season of Glow Up the other day. I've just been trying to
Glow Up?
Yeah, it's basically.
What is Glow Up?
Glow Up is a reality TV show of makeup artists who are coming up. Like
That's a cute name. That's a cute name.
Glow Up, yeah.
So I've been trying to compete with like the mainstream big YouTube channels, but I realize I just can't because I get to watch movies earlier. You know what I mean? But I've been trying to watch all the most important movies of the year. So every night I watch 2 or 3 of them. But some of the most important movies haven't even come out yet. It's really frustrating.
Well, what are you waiting for? Like
movies that still haven't come out are, and they're getting nominated for awards, and they're not even out yet. Babylon. What is it? So it's Babylon. It's Glass Onion. You know, the Knives Out 2, Glass Onion.
okay.
There's that. The Master hasn't been out. There's a couple of them. But I've been watching non-Christmas movies like all month long, nonstop. I've been in very like serious mode. Like last night I just watched, there's a Korean film about cops and how their wives leave them called A Decision to Leave. It was very serious but very good. But it'll depress you.
Well, you know, maybe they say that listening to sad music actually releases dopamine. So maybe a sad movie will put me right into the mood.
But yeah, I'm gonna do a video of my best movies, my worst movies, my best horror, like those 3.
That every year. Good.
And I got to do best series too.
I already know which one's your top.
Really?
I do.
Would you like to take a guess right here and now?
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
Vampire Diaries or Vampire.
I can guarantee you it's not Vampire Diaries.
Oh my god, what am I thinking?
I know what you're trying to say.
Interview with a Vampire.
Interview with the Vampire.
That took me a while to get there. And then I think your second is gonna be the other one you tried to get me into. Also science fiction-y. Oh my god. Where they're in the office, but they like forget their lives outside of
Severance.
That's number 2. Number 3. Maybe Andor. Maybe Andor.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You have yet to get any of them right yet.
You are such a liar.
So no, the order's wrong.
The order's wrong, but am I close?
Yeah. So one. I'm gonna give it to Severance.
Don't tell us.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So I'll wait for the video to come out. So I won't tell you the other ones. But it should be fun. But did you watch Severance? I can't take. You're watching Glow Sticks or whatever, and you're not watching The Greatest Show. Did you try to watch it, or you just don't have access to it?
I tried to watch it. I couldn't get into it. But like, I know, but I only got to the 3rd episode, and I just was like,
you didn't get into it by the 3rd episode?
I don't know. I didn't.
That's crazy.
I don't. Well, listen, but you also have to understand that like when I binge, I want like a full day to just binge. I've been working so much that I just haven't had time to binge. So
I feel you.
Maybe I'll binge it on my next day off.
Just give it another try. I mean, I love it, but I'm
shocked. I really thought that Interview with a Vampire was gonna be first.
Interview is definitely high, but it wasn't my number one. But I do love that show. Don't get me wrong. But this has been amazing. So we hope to cheer you up on Christmas. You guys heard it here first. Christmas Day stream with me and Lainey. It's not really Mothership Monday. We're gonna hang out and be stupid.
Get
just
drunk.
do stupid things and say stupid things.
And sing songs and
not have to research anything. It's great.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Should we get drunk?
Duh. Yeah, I have eggnog. What is that? Coquito that I want to get drunk on.
Sounds
It's like-
good.
It's Hispanic eggnog. It's delicious.
Oh, that's gonna be great. Yeah, I'll have the eggnog ready. I'll have all sorts of things ready. So you guys heard it here first. I had a blast. I hope you have a Merry Christmas to everyone out there, not just Lainey.
Thank you, Nigel.
Remember, Nigel's into it. Remember to like this video, subscribe to this channel, keep tuning in to Mothership Monday. This is technically our Christmas special, and however, we're gonna have regular Monday episodes in the new year. Still bringing it at you, all the paranormal questions and shenanigans you had. And please tune in for our Christmas special on our Christmas hangout stream on Christmas
There we
Day.
go. There we go. I like that.
Any final thoughts?
Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you so much for, allowing us to come back and then going away again and then coming back.
Well, all shows need to take breaks,
No, absolutely. I'll see you guys definitely on Christmas Day. Thank you.
Until next time, ciao from motherfucking now. And remember, Christmas is about